On October 1, 1949, Mao Zedong stood before a massive crowd in Tiananmen Square. He declared the founding of the People's Republic of China. This marked the end of a long and brutal civil war. It also signaled the beginning of a new chapter in China's history. The country was now under communist rule. Mao, a charismatic leader, promised to uplift the lives of China's millions. He envisioned a socialist utopia. His vision resonated with a population ravaged by poverty and war. The Chinese Communist Party quickly consolidated its power. They implemented land reforms, redistributed wealth, and focused on industrial growth. These early years were marked by both hope and hardship. The CCP faced immense challenges. The country was still reeling from decades of conflict and foreign intervention. Rebuilding the nation and transforming its traditional society was a monumental task. However, the new government's commitment to social equality and national rejuvenation resonated deeply. A sense of national pride and unity emerged. The Chinese people were ready to embark on a new era under Mao's leadership. In 1958, Mao Zedong launched the Great Leap Forward. This ambitious campaign aimed to rapidly transform China into an industrial powerhouse. Mao envisioned surpassing the West in steel production and agricultural output. He believed that by mobilizing the vast Chinese population, the country could achieve unprecedented economic growth. The Great Leap Forward relied heavily on collectivization. Private land ownership was abolished, and peasants were organized into communes. These communes were responsible for both agricultural and industrial production. However, the Great Leap Forward proved to be a catastrophic miscalculation. The forced collectivization led to a sharp decline in agricultural production. Coupled with natural disasters, the Great Leap Forward resulted in a devastating famine. Millions of people perished from starvation and disease. The Great Leap Forward became a symbol of the dangers of utopian planning and the human cost of misguided policies. The Cultural Revolution, launched by Mao in 1966, plunged China into a decade of political and social turmoil. Mao aimed to purge the country of capitalist and traditional elements that he believed were hindering China's socialist progress. He called on the youth to bombard the headquarters and root out counter-revolutionaries. The Cultural Revolution unleashed a wave of violence and chaos. Student groups known as Red Guards targeted intellectuals, party officials, and anyone deemed insufficiently revolutionary. Schools and universities were shut down, and ancient artifacts and cultural sites were destroyed. The Cultural Revolution had a devastating impact on Chinese society. It created widespread fear, paranoia, and distrust. Education and the economy suffered greatly. The rule of law was replaced by mob rule and political persecution. The Cultural Revolution only ended with Mao's death in 1976. It left a legacy of trauma and division within Chinese society. The Cultural Revolution served as a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked power and the importance of protecting individual rights and freedoms. Following Mao's death in 1976, Deng Xiaoping emerged as China's paramount leader. Deng, a pragmatic reformer, recognized the need for a fundamental shift in China's direction. He initiated a series of economic reforms that would transform China into a global economic powerhouse. Deng's reforms, known as reform and opening up, were introduced gradually in the late 1970s and early 1980s. He dismantled the collectivized agricultural system and returned land to individual farmers. He opened up China to foreign investment and trade, establishing special economic zones along the coast. Deng's reforms marked a significant departure from Mao's socialist ideology. He famously declared, "It doesn't matter if a cat is black or white as long as it catches mice." This pragmatic approach prioritized economic development over ideological purity. Deng's reforms unleashed a wave of entrepreneurial energy and economic growth. Private enterprise flourished, and foreign investment poured into the country. China began its ascent from poverty to become the world's second-largest economy. Section 5. The Rise of the Dragon Economic Transformation. Deng Xiaoping's economic reforms ignited an unprecedented period of economic growth in China. Millions were lifted out of poverty as the country underwent a remarkable transformation. Cities boomed, factories sprung up, and China became the world's factory, producing goods for consumers worldwide. China's economic success was driven by a combination of factors, including a vast and increasingly educated workforce, low labor costs, government support for key industries, and access to global markets. Foreign investment played a crucial role in modernizing China's infrastructure and transferring technology. The Chinese government also invested heavily in education, science, and technology. This focus on human capital and innovation fueled the growth of high-tech industries and propelled China's rise as a global leader in fields such as telecommunications, renewable energy, and artificial intelligence. China's economic transformation has been nothing short of remarkable. It has lifted hundreds of millions of people out of poverty and created a thriving middle class. China's economic might has also translated into growing global influence. Section 6. China on the world stage, a global power emerges. With its newfound economic might, China has emerged as a major player on the global stage. It has become a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council, a leading member of the G20, and a key player in international organizations such as the World Trade Organization. China has also asserted itself in regional and global affairs. It has strengthened its military capabilities, expanded its economic influence through initiatives like the Belt and Road Initiative, and become a vocal advocate for developing countries. China's growing global influence has been met with a mixture of admiration and apprehension. Some view China's rise as a positive development, offering opportunities for cooperation and development. Others worry about China's growing assertiveness and its potential to challenge the existing global order. China's rise as a global power is undeniable. It has become a major player in international trade, finance, and diplomacy. The world is watching closely as China continues to shape the 21st century. Section 7. Challenges on the path to progress. Despite its remarkable achievements, China still faces significant challenges. Income inequality has widened, creating a gap between the wealthy elite and the rural poor. Corruption remains a persistent problem, eroding public trust and hindering economic efficiency. Environmental degradation is another pressing issue. China's rapid industrialization has come at a cost to its environment. Air and water pollution levels in many cities are alarmingly high. Climate change poses a significant threat to China's densely populated coastal regions. Moreover, China's human rights record continues to draw international criticism. The government's crackdown on dissent in Hong Kong and its treatment of Uyghur Muslims in Xinjiang province have raised serious concerns about human rights violations. Addressing these challenges is crucial for China's long-term stability and prosperity. Finding a balance between economic growth, social equity, and environmental sustainability will be a key test for the Chinese leadership in the years to come. Section 8. China's future, navigating complexity. China's future remains uncertain, characterized by both opportunities and challenges. The country's economic growth has slowed in recent years, and it faces structural challenges such as an aging population and rising labor costs. Maintaining social stability in the face of rapid social and economic change will be paramount. Navigating the complexities of the international system will also be crucial. China's relations with the United States in particular have become increasingly strained due to trade disputes, geopolitical rivalry, and ideological differences. Finding ways to manage these tensions will be essential for global peace and prosperity. China's future will be shaped by its ability to address its domestic challenges, manage its international relations, and find a sustainable path for its continued development. The choices China makes in the coming decades will have profound implications for the country, the region, and the world. Section 9. Conclusion. A legacy of transformation and challenge. China's journey from 1949 to today has been one of dramatic transformation. From the ashes of war and revolution, China has emerged as a global power, reshaping the global economy and asserting its influence on the world stage. However, China's rise has not been without its challenges. The country continues to grapple with issues of inequality, corruption, environmental degradation, and human rights. Balancing economic growth with social progress and environmental sustainability will be crucial for China's long-term well-being. As China navigates the complexities of the 21st century, its choices will have profound implications for the world. The future remains unwritten, but one thing is certain: China's journey is far from over.